Today I'm going to show you exactly what I use to actually beat the odds genetically and have zero clogs or plaque in any of my cardiac arteries. I'm Joel Therien, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16 years old. I saw my first real income by age 23. Here are a few things that I've learned along the way. Failure is not to be feared, it's to be admired. You never fail, you only win or you learn. There's no finish line, there is only creation and innovation. Wow, I gotta tell you, I was scared to death, like most of us. In my family, genetically, I've had uncles die in their mid-40s, I've had grandparents die in their 50s from cardiac disease, and so there's a strong genetic component there. Now let me say this as well, a lot of my family members I attribute it to, and I have proof of that, to lifestyle. So my grandfather died very, very young, but he smoked probably 2-3 packs a day, and he drank a little bit. I had another uncle who didn't really drink, but he was a heavy smoker. And let me say this, these were a lot of family members for me that never, ever, ever, uber macho, I'm never going to the doctor, I don't need to go to the doctor, I'm a man, right? So, for the past year and a half, let me rephrase this. I've had no symptoms of a heart attack or anything like that, but as I approach the age, and actually even past the age, because I'm 49, but as I approach the age of that doomsday moment in my head of, hey, my uncle died at 47, I had another uncle that died at 49, another person in my family that died at like 55, it gets scary. You're like, hey, shit. I know I don't have any symptoms. But anyway, so I went to do a calcium score. I'll put a link below or whatever to the other video talking about the apprehension of going to do it. So a calcium score measures the amount of calcium in your cardiac arteries. And if there's calcium in your cardiac arteries, that's directly correlated to plaque in the arteries. And the more plaque, as plaque builds up, eventually if you go from 100% or 90% blockage in any of your cardiac arteries, then you can have a massive heart attack. Now, 1/3 of people survive their first heart attack, but now they've lived with damage because a heart attack itself creates scar tissue. So the good news is, without making this video too long, but guys and gals, go get a cardiac test done, a calcium score test done. It's $90 out of pocket. It's very non-invasive. I was in there for 5 or 10 minutes, went through, and it's not an MRI machine. I'm kind of like claustrophobic, like an MRI machine is like this big, like I had to do one of those before, but it's a much larger unit, so I didn't feel claustrophobic. I was in there for, at best, a minute and a half. I didn't have to drink any contrast dyes or anything like that, so the experience itself was very pleasant. Then I remember the email coming in. Oh boy. Do I open it? So it took me 10-15 minutes, and just being transparent with you guys, to open the email. And lo and behold, now I expected that I would have a range of, hey dude, we need to do an emergency surgery on you. We need to put some stents in your arteries because some of them are 85% clogged. I thought that would be the worst case scenario because around 90% clogged, you start getting symptoms, right? Shortness of breath, you're tired all the time, fatigue. I've had none of that, but I know, again, in my family, stop putting your head in the sand, Joel, and go and do these tests. So I was expecting, hey, Joel, we see some issues here. Never did I expect this. Not a single one of my arteries has any indication of plaque. In fact, if you look on your screen now, my calcium score was 0. And it says that I'm 100% better than any other man in my age range. In other words, every other man out there is going to have some calcium score that's higher. 0 means no plaque. Obviously, if you look on the screen now, you've got your different ranges for calcium scores. I was literally a 0, and it was really great news, but I was blown away. I was not expecting a big fat 0. 0 clogged arteries whatsoever. And based on my family history, that's really quite incredible. So I wanted to share with you what I feel has done that. Number one, my very high intensity short duration exercise. I only train 7 minutes a day, 3 times per week, for real, okay? High intensity builds muscle, high intensity brings the heart rate up, all that kind of jazz, okay? That's number one. Number two is I've always been a big proponent or believer in these two things. One of them is my own product, the other one's not. I'm just being very transparent on what I use. Number one is fish oil. I take 10 grams, okay? That's 10,000 milligrams of fish oil every single day. One of the big cases of, they believe, in increasing plaque in your arteries is inflammation, okay? Inflammation throughout the whole body. Inflammation in your arteries, inflammation, heart, brain, whatever. Omega-3 or fish oil, pure fish oil, by the way, guys, and I know it's hard to stomach sometimes, but pure fish oil is one of the best natural anti-inflammatories there is out there. So I do a lot. I do 10 grams a day, okay? As an example, this is about, I think this is 500, no, these are, let me see, I'll tell you. That's 1 gram of fish oil, so I take 10 of these every single day, okay? Which is a lot. Now, where people get confused is, when you see something like this packaged in a capsule or in a pill, you automatically think it's a drug. This is not a drug. This is food, okay? It's just conveniently packaged because, God damn it, I wouldn't want to crack one of these opens and drink fish oil. Ugh. So it's packaged so that it's more palatable. It's easier to stomach. It's easier to take, right? So I take 10 of these a day. It's just food. I'm not going to overdose. Fish oil is food, okay? And it's the same thing with what I take here as well, which is our Lipo-X Plus. The other thing that I believe has helped me keep my arteries squeaky clean is this product. This product helps me keep my six-pack. It helps me do everything. In fact, I'll put a link to a video that you should watch on this. But sticking to this video, which is what kept my cardiac arteries clean, this is one of the best natural. Now, this is a food too. What's unique about it though, is the capsules will expand to 50 times their size, okay? It's a very highly refined fiber. Most fibers will only expand 1 or 2 times their size. This expands to 50 times its size. So one, it keeps you feeling fuller, but two, as it expands, it absorbs water and, get this, it absorbs your bad cholesterol. And it absorbs your bad cholesterol. Understand that all cholesterol, good and bad cholesterol, is made in your liver, gets put into your digestive system, and then it gets absorbed in the bloodstream, okay? What this does is any bad cholesterol that's made, this product actually absorbs your bad cholesterol before it gets into your bloodstream, and you just excrete it in your feces. So it's one of the best all-natural ways of keeping your bad cholesterol under control. Remember, your good cholesterol, your HDL, keeps your arteries clean. Your bad cholesterol keeps your arteries, or has the potential for clogging your arteries. So I am a big believer that my cholesterol, my bad cholesterol is not very, there's not a lot of it in my system simply because of this product. So those are the two things that I believe, contrary to horrible genetics, okay, has allowed me to have again, I thought I would be at least 50% or 60%. 20% would have been good news, but to have 0 plaque in any of my arteries was absolutely amazing. So I wanted to share with you what I do. The 7-minute workout 3 times a week. Yes, you can look like me or similar to me, 7 minutes a day, 3 times per week, 10 grams of fish oil a day, and this amazing product which helps with weight loss, and it's very cardiac healthy. I'm living proof. Look, guys, if you like these videos, if you want to become the best version of yourself physically, financially, emotionally, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification channel. If you're really finding value in here, all I ask is that you like and share and comment with these videos, and I'll continue to do them. Have an awesome day. We'll see you next time.